new and returning Stinkies. I hope you guys are doing great today. If you're new, hello, I'm Kruzadar. I'm a variety creator here on YouTube, and today you're tuning into my makeup channel, which today I'm going to be trying some new products, which don't know if this is really, honestly, it's not the smartest idea because I'm doing this before helping host a party. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, YouTube's essentially throwing a party. So I'm going to help host that, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I got this ad, and their ad was very interesting on TikTok. And it's like, oh no, Cruz, you bought another product from TikTok. That's gonna suck. And there's a possibility that's going to be the case, but I really wanted to try it out. So there's this brand called Ritual de Fille, and they kind of seem like this punk, like gothic brand, and I really like, or witchy even, and it seems really interesting. So I do want to try out their products, and especially because I feel like my skin's been looking pretty solid lately. And also, if you don't know, I've been MIA partially because I have been, Edgar's climbing his cat tree. I got god damn, I can't think of what it's called, a lower bleph. I'm still super swollen. Well, I say super, you can tell I have swelling still right here, so it's like doesn't look fully healed as it's supposed to be, but we're getting there. So anyways, that said, I want to try this brand out. I'll be helping host the party for like 4 hours, actually maybe longer than that. I'll be there from 4:30 to 8:30 roughly, so it'll be about 4 hours. It'll be about 4 hours that I'm there for, and then that doesn't even include the drive to the place. So yup. That said, there's a couple products, and I'm hoping this is a close enough match. We'll see how it goes when I put it on my hand. But there's quite a few products I want to try here, and I'm also not wearing contacts because I can't until Tuesday. So I was gonna wait to do this until I have my contacts in. I was like, screw it, we're just gonna do it now. No, this brand's super interesting. The ad that this company did was just showing their whole process, and it actually wasn't even for their other makeup products. It was for these, they're called the Creature of Lights. And it showed the whole process of making it. There's like what they changed through it, some of the struggles with it, which I really appreciate when brands do that. It's nice to see some behind the scenes stuff. So let me just show you this product. And it looked really nice, but it's a full face serum illuminator, but you can also use it on your body. So it's really neat looking. I got this in quite a few different shades. I actually got all 4. Sounds crazy. But I wanted to review them. So like, I don't think this is the latest, but as you can see, they're quite interesting. So I do want to try those out. It is a full face illuminator, so I might put it underneath after I do some other stuff. Yeah, here's the lighter ones. There's Moonlight. Those are the 2 darker colors that I just showed you. And again, they're illuminators. So, when like the Lumi Glow foundation from L'Oreal, it's like I would say it's more similar to that than say some other products. I don't really, my skin's been a little bit weird with using some of the other stuff, so I just kind of like want to hold off on using some of the others. So this one's more pink. So this one's more yellow, this one's more pink, and then the Moonlight one is more of a white. And then, let me try my best. So these are the 4 illuminators that they've got. This one could be used as a bronzer, but again, it's just meant to make you look a little bit glowy. So anyways, I'm gonna try this. It's called the Thorn Oil. It's a priming facial elixir, and it looks crazy. It looks like blood. How insane is that? I find it weird that it's got like I don't know if it's because of how it sat in the packaging, but see how there's just like a bunch of buildup on the side? Don't know how I feel about that. Has me mildly concerned this wasn't mixed quite well. But we'll see. Shake well. Apply 5 to 10 drops to the cleansed skin of the face, neck, and collagenate morning and night as the final step in your skincare routine. Massage and allow it to absorb. Prepare for makeup and SPF application. Recommended for all skin types. Those with very dry skin may wish to apply at higher end of the recommended drops. Which I tend to get dry in certain spots, so I will probably do the higher end of the drops. If the sanguine color begins to settle, this is natural. Just shake again to unify. Okay, so it just needs to be shaken is what that is. Okay. I don't know 100% what is in here. Oh, here it is. I think I'll just put a picture of it. It's like seed oil. It's like seed oils and stuff in here. Citric acid. So, things like that. Obviously, alcohol, citral. Again, these aren't the top ones, but I'll put it up on screen if you're interested. Again, I will... the brand is called Ritual de Fille. I know I'm not great about linking things in the description. Shake, shake, shake. Oh, it has actually... It felt like it had plastic around it there. Okay. It definitely moved it around. It sounds crazy. It's like this. It definitely fixed the problem with it. Okay. So I guess I'm doing closer to 10 drops. Let's see if I can put this a little farther back up on the top of my head there. Look a little crazy. I see people 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can I just say a pet peeve of mine is when people take serums or they take foundation droppers and they put it and they touch it to their face. It drives me insane. Wow, this feels great. It is an oil. Definitely. It doesn't smell as strong as... What's that oil called? Oh, it doesn't smell as... like, oh my god, it starts with a C, I think. It smells like a more diluted... That's what it is, castor oil. It smells like a less strong castor oil, which could be because there might be castor oil in it. There's seed oils in it, which is probably why. Sunflower seed oil, rosemary, leaf extract, radish, which is probably why. How it got red, from radish and sweet potato root extract. Purple sweet potato root extract. Yeah, there's a lot of seed oils in here, which is probably why it smells like that. But that's one thing that really I struggled with castor oil was... Castor oil just, the smell is so strong. So I kind of have to be careful about what I'm putting on my skin. I think I'm good now to use all my skincare. I had to wait 2 full weeks, 2.5, before I could start using like some of my regular skincare products. And even then, I can't put like glycolic anything on my face. So I am having to check lists. I think glycolic is for the 3-week. I think that's what she said. It started with a G. I'm quite confident that's what it was. So I kind of have to keep an eye out for that on the product list. But my skin feels good. I will say I've been on, shout out to Black Girl American TikTok, talking about how to shower. My skin smells so good. You know, like, I don't know if you guys have been on it or you've seen it. No wonder we white women age like milk, dude. Their skincare routine is insane, and it's so effective. I've switched to it over the last 3 days. I saw it, and I was like, I trust them. They look amazing. I'm gonna try it. So I did it, and I still obviously do my sulfur mask and stuff, and I can't use it as much as I would like to right now, because again, I have to avoid sulfur in through here right now. But that said, yeah, my skin's so soft. I smell so good. I have some skin issues kind of like going away, I feel like. Like my scarring is looking a little bit better just in like 3 days. So I'm like, what's my skin gonna look like in a month? So I'll have to update you guys on that. But it's been insane. What you do is like you do sugar scrub, and you wash your body twice, like with your body gel and stuff. Well, you want to dry brush beforehand. You want to dry brush every other day. You don't want to dry brush every day. Dry brush every other day, and then you do your body wash twice. And then you want the African neck sponge, which I got turned on to that like 2 years ago, and it's amazing. Get yourself an African neck sponge. They're not kidding about that. It's insane. So you do that, and then when you get out of then you do a sugar scrub. And I grabbed the exfoliating mask or hand thing with it, so I do both. One girl recommended it, and it's easier for me. I like it, the extra exfoliating to it. I will say I'm careful about not using it on my tattoo arm. As weird as that might be, I try to avoid the sugar scrub and stuff on my arm. I feel like it's going to just not be good for my skin. Maybe I'm overacting, maybe you guys know. So there's that. And then when you get out of the shower, you want to like squeegee with your hands the water off, put oil on, then put your fragrances on, put your moisturizer on. It's insane. So you don't even like really use your towel outside of like your ass cheeks and your cooter and your armpits. Like you don't really want to like get much in there, right? Because then otherwise it's like a weird humid mess. Okay, so this feels great. This is settling in quite well. I feel like I need to probably rub my face a bit more because it did say to keep rubbing, right? This feels awesome. This feels great. I really like that it doesn't smell super strong. And maybe that's the beet and sweet potato in it. Like, I know that they probably did those to make it red, but I do wonder because they're, well, maybe beets aren't acidic. I'm assuming they're acidic, but maybe not. But anyways, that said, and with there being a little bit of citric acid in it, I feel like it's helping. Maybe I'm imagining it. I feel like that's what's counteracting the smell a little bit, though. I'm gonna do the Illuminator, I think, underneath. I think that's what I want to do. Now I have to decide if I want to do the Moonlight, because again, it says full face serum, but I see people, they advertise this as using it on your body. I think this is going to be too pink, potentially, for me. I think I'm going to mix these two. Really nice packaging. It's a glass bottle. Okay, I'm just gonna do this, and I'm gonna mix it a little bit, I think, with this yellow one. Just a tiny bit. Because I don't think I'm gonna need much. I think it... They smell like Scooby-Doo fruit snacks. It smells like Scooby-Doo fruit snacks. Interesting. We got that. Okay, so I'm gonna mix this. Okay, that looks pretty solid. All right. I don't know. We'll see how it sits on my skin. I'm not a big fan of things that are pretty strongly fragrant like this, but it's like, it's refreshing enough. Oh, it's going away fast. Okay, well, I appreciate that at least. I had to stop. I used to use the L'Oreal Lumi under my, like, before it got popular, and I don't know what they did, but they changed the formula, and I can't use it without breaking out. Like, my skin, I feel it react, like, immediately when I go to use it, but the formula used to be different. When it started going viral, they changed it, so it makes me wonder if they cheaped out. I really like L'Oreal products, but I do really wonder, to this day, if once it started going viral, they changed the formula, and to make it cheaper because they knew it was going to be popular. I haven't tried the e.l.f. one though, but I used to use the L'Oreal one, and they changed the packaging a little bit, so a little disappointed in that. This feels great though. I feel like it's not too much. It looks nice. I'm curious about it on the body a little bit. I feel like, I mean, it's luminous. This one's it right here. I want to pop so bad, but I know it's not a good idea for me to do that. I don't know if I need my face to dry more. I feel like it's settled in really well. I feel like my face just feels hydrated, but I'm not used to my face feeling this hydrated, so. Also, since I've gotten my work done, I have a mole popping up here. You can't really see it too well. It's pretty light, but I have a mole. I have a new mole under my eye, which is like really ironic because when I play my beauty games, I always put a mole under the eye. I'm like, what are the odds that after I got my face work done that happens? Very weird. Okay, so this is what I got. We'll see how the match is. I feel like I did okay. Again, I don't have my glasses on. It looks like it's gonna be pretty close. This is interesting. Okay, so it's a 3-drop weightless foundation serum. This is what it looks like, and it has a button on the bottom that says press me. This might be the weirdest foundation. Oh, I know it's okay. It really just doesn't want to focus on it. Oh, god damn it. It hates me. It fucking hates me. It says press me on the bottom, and it's like a marker. I don't know. This wasn't advertised to me. I just thought their products looked really interesting. Oh my god, you barely touch it. Okay. And it comes out. I'm barely touching it. What the fuck? Okay. Oh man. I might have gone too light. I'm using my hand because it's a serum. Oh boy. We'll see how this goes. Maybe it won't be that bad once it settles on. My skin's getting a dry patch popping up, and it's really grabbing onto it. I exfoliated before this too. Oh, lordy be. I'm just grabbing like crazy over here too. What the fuck? Maybe I need to keep rubbing it and it will just go away. I feel like that's not how this is gonna work though. Oh, that's crazy. Okay. It didn't even look like it needed exfoliating here earlier. Wow, it grabbed like crazy to that. I don't know if you got how well you guys can see that. I feel like... Sorry, I think my ISO is up too high. It's daytime. I have it... Oh, that's too dark. I think that's where I need to have it. You should be able to see it now. It grabbed pretty rough here. Well, I mean, I will say the left side dissipated pretty well. Maybe maybe I need to keep rubbing. Maybe it'll go away. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to pause and go exfoliate my face and try this again. I also feel like I think I did get a too light of a shade, just barely. Okay, let's try this again. I'm just gonna use less drops and stuff. No, like, if you guys are putting your dropper directly on your skin, I cannot tell you how bad that is for you. It's so, you're putting the bacteria in the serum bottle when you touch it to your skin. Like, any bacteria on your skin is not going in that bottle. Influencers do it because it's great clickbait. But don't do what influencers do, for the love of God. I know it's ironic I'm saying that, because that's technically my job. But don't do it. Do not touch the dropper to your skin. And if you do it, stop doing it. Put it on your hand, put it on your fingers, and then apply it to your face. Contaminating your bottles can cause you to break out. If you got sensitive skin like me, it will cause you to break out. I'm wearing a Slipknot shirt today, which is ironic because, like, I only know a couple Slipknot songs. Not even a big Slipknot fan. I would like to be. I need to listen to more of their shit because I like what I've heard. But I saw the shirt on ASOS, and they had a Kiss shirt and a Green Day Dookie shirt, and I could not pass them up. It's like, I know the other two more, but I'm still gonna get the Slipknot shirt because it looks fucking awesome. Okay. I'm sure I should probably let this dry a little more, but I'm kind of at the point where I need to decide if this is gonna work or not tonight. So I need to get it going. This is crazy to me. I really like this dropper. I'm just gonna put more in there and we're gonna see how it goes. Oh man. Oh, that might have actually been too much. Yeah, I'm at the point where I need to kind of not... I just need to get going, kind of. It's 2:30. I've got some time. But you know how it is. If I gotta redo my makeup, I only have... I mean, I've already had to redo it once. Okay. Way better. I'm still getting a very minor spot. Now, this is a weightless foundation. It's meant to be sheer. It's not meant to be, like, crazy, like, pigmentation taking away. I might still try. Now, I will say I messed up. I'm gonna put one more drop here. I didn't get their concealer. I forgot to buy concealer. For some reason, I just don't use concealer that often. So it slips my mind really easily. So I'm just gonna go in and put a bit more of the serum right here where I should put concealer. I should probably put this on my ears a little bit. Just to blend it in a bit better. It feels good. I just don't know how much I need to, like, rub it for, per se. I feel like I needed to... It looks more yellow in the bottle than it's going on. I feel like I look really white right now. Maybe I try to use this and bronze in it. It's dark. This might help. I could be imagining things, but I feel like it is. I'm not trying to use like too much. I'm like literally going in with like the smallest amounts here. Okay, I feel like maybe it just looks better in person than it does on camera because it actually looks pretty dang good right now in person. I feel like I'm looking more red on camera. That's the one thing I don't like, is I look a little bit more red on camera than I do in person. Again, it's a serum foundation. It's not meant to be perfect. So like, I still got some red coming through here, but like, it's not bad. It's really not bad. Now, normally I do my eyebrows beforehand, but I just wasn't sure since it's a serum foundation. I do recommend doing your brows before everything. Because it's just like you're mixing your foundation in with your eyebrows a little bit. I'll do that real quick. Yeah, I wasn't sure how much it would like soak in per se. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed in that shade that I got. It is shade Potion 105. It looks damn near spot on next to my hand and in the bottle, but when it comes out of the bottle, it looks a lot lighter. So I will say, if you use it, maybe go a shade or two darker than what it looks like is your matching shade on the website. And then, or have something to mix in with it, because my problem is more or less solved now that I used, sorry, I'm bumping into you guys, that darkest Lumi shade as like kind of a bronzer. I almost want to go in and just dry everything with my blow dryer to speed this up a little bit. I think I'm going to. I'll be right back. That's a trick you can do, is low heat on a blow dryer if you ever want to set your makeup a little bit faster. Okay. It's a little bit drier now. Yeah, definitely will say if it looks like it's grabbing. Yeah, whether you see dry, flaky skin or not, you need to exfoliate the fuck out of your face before this. I've got a couple spots it's trying to still grab to, but I'm gonna have to, I kind of have to roll with it at this point. Okay. I did grab some blushes from them, some cream blushes. I think that, no, these are cream pigments. These are a little different, I think. No, these are, yeah. No, yeah, they are different. Did I get the right colors? Okay. I guess I'm just gonna use my normal blush here. I'm going with that, because I thought I ordered blushes, but I guess I didn't. I'm gonna use my finger instead of my brush, because my brush has been touching different foundation that's not serum-like. I don't want that to affect the application. If you start with your fingers, it's generally best to finish with your fingers. Hee hee. Ha ha. Put a little bit on my nose. I've been liking the more flushed look lately. God, I can't think of her name. She's actually like a porn star, but she's also an influencer. But she's actually seems super nice. And she's very honest about the industry, which I highly respect. Because a lot of these girls get like tricked into thinking it's easy money and it's not. Okay. Looks good. I look more sickly on camera than I do in person. It's actually looking quite good in person, so I'm a bit disappointed in that. A little sad. I'll try to take some pictures away from my desk. after this. Okay. So I have cream pigments, which are in two really dark shades. I think they'll be a little bit too dark. And then I have eye soot, and I got that in shade Cultist, which honestly looks really fucking awesome. I love this color. It's like, got the slightest tint of brass in it, but it's silvery. I love it. So I'm gonna go ahead, let me do my eyebrows first, and then I think I'm gonna go in with that. I'm not gonna do a harsh lipstick. I'm gonna do my lips like normal. I figured I might as well dive in and try some of these because my other foundations, like, they just haven't really been sitting right because of the surgery, because I can't do my normal skincare on them. Now, I will say, that went on really nice. Maybe it's because they're just so hydrated underneath. I'm seeing some more spots slowly popping up that are dry, like between my eyebrows. I took my like microfoliant exfoliator to that, and it's still. I mean, that's a spot that I will say is pretty easy to redo. I'm probably gonna have to redo this little spot right here. Not too happy about that. Okay. I'm just gonna go in with it. It is a eye soot, so I think it's meant to just, you go right in first. Maybe it has directions on it. Easily created dimensional eye look for applying on the fingertips or a dense eyeshadow brush. Okay, for best results, use the eye soot brush. I did not buy that. I have so many brushes. I'm just gonna go in with my finger to start here. And then I'll have a brush that I'll blend it out with. See, that's such a... Oh, I love this color. This is such a nice color. Oh my goodness. Oh, it just has the slightest tint of like gold or brass in it, and it's not too cool. That's the problem I have, or I feel like, with some eyeshadow colors that try to be like this. I'm just gonna kind of pat this in a little bit. This isn't a very dense brush, but we'll see how this ends up drying on my eyelid, because it's gonna go one of two ways. It's a little creamy enough. My eyelids were just like kind of wet enough that it might not, it might like build up or crease weird. I freaking love this shade. This is awesome. I like the application for this too. I barely have had to use any. And it's again in glass. Like it's got a good, it's really got, all their products, I will say their packaging is great. While packaging is great, I still prefer the quality of a product a little bit more. So I'm hoping this will wear well. We'll see. Again, we'll see how it goes. Blend this out a little bit. I don't want to go too heavy on my eye look tonight, or makeup in general, because again, I'm kind of just going for a minimal grunge look, if you will. And we'll also see if it ends up creasing, because I do tend to crease sometimes here. But look at that. It's just enough dimension. And again, I know I have hooded eyes, so when I look up, it's kind of gone. But, like, I could put more on. I definitely feel like it's buildable. It doesn't seem like it's creasing. I can just probably tap on my eyelid at this point. My only sad thing is I'm wearing glasses, which I feel like will slightly take away from my eye look. Ever so slightly. My desk is a mess. I haven't gotten to clean my office in a while, and it makes me sad. Okay. I love that. I love that. Now my under eyes, it's just the difference. It looks worse than it is, but I'm gonna leave it. It's just because I've got hard it's part of the healing process. It's going to be like this probably for another week or two. Because, like, normally it's 2 to 3 months when the swelling fully goes down. But most of the swelling's gone after the 3 to 4 week mark. And as usual, this is Brazen Raisin from CoverGirl. The Outlast lip stain. It's looking really nice. It looks like a really nice finish. It really does. Like, I don't mind that my acne's coming through a little bit. I really don't. Again, I'm not trying to go for like a crazy perfect look. I feel like maybe some of this darker luminous shade coming in here might be the move. Okay, then I'm gonna go in with a little mascara, not much, because again, I'm wearing glasses. I don't know where my red mascara is, or I would use it, but I'm just gonna go in with the black Luminous Butterfly Mascara. I saw this girl do something that I did. You know how normally I'm like, it takes like a few uses of this mascara. It's the best mascara, but the first few uses are too wet, and it's not ideal. I saw this girl open her mascara and leave it open on the countertop. Why have I never thought of that? It's so simple. That fixes it. And just let it dry out for like 5 minutes. So smart. I just hit my eye. No one's wondering. I'm pretty bold. It's pretty bold of me to be testing a full new freaking face of makeup at an event. I got new glasses and they're really cute, but they're not exactly ideal to wear at my desk. Because they're like a little too strong for that. But I normally wear, I mean, I'll be back to wearing contacts soon, so it's really not a big deal. Okay. I feel like maybe a little bit more lip stain. So far, so good. I will be back. Well, I mean, my hair and stuff I still have to do. So I'll probably pop down and show you guys the full fit once it's done. But that said, definitely would say you need to exfoliate the living shit out of your face before you do any of the skin prep and whatnot, because the skin serum, while fantastic, definitely grabs like a motherfucker. Grabs like a motherfucker. That's just right off the bat, first impressions. I'll let you know later how this ends up fully sitting, but I do think it looks quite nice. Again, it's making me look a little bit more red on camera here than it does in person. Also doesn't help that my allergies are acting up. So my nose is red. Maybe I didn't need the blush, dude. I was gonna rub it the whole time. Is what it is. I'm gonna end up probably rubbing it more later. God, my nose looks so red right now. I'm trying to put a little bit back on it. I don't want to wear my other ones because they look like teacher glasses, and they're cute. They're really cute. They're like nerdy. I mean, not to say these aren't. Fucking Harry Potter glasses. I can get away with more of a punk look with these, in my opinion, than the other ones. Just, they don't have punk vibe to them. They're more like cute, kind of librarian, like cutesy. They're supposed to be cute. They're cuter. They're cuter. I'm not trying to go for cute intellectual. I'm going for like an edgy intellectual. I could probably get away with wearing contacts, but I would rather listen to my doctor versus the internet over waiting that I need to wait the full 3 weeks, you know? Know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? See, if I turn the ISO up, it looks a little bit more normal. The color match looks a lot better in person. It's making my face look a little whiter. But, like, in my mirror, it looks completely fine. So, meh. Meh. I could do setting spray, but I am going to try and touch up this forehead spot. I mean, I could leave it, but people are going to be looking down on me because I'm kind of average height. I'm sure there's going to be tall people there, and that you don't really see it from the bottom, but you definitely see it when you look down. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to touch that up. And obviously I still have to do my lip gloss and whatnot, but I'll be back with a final look. Okay, so this is the fit. Oh, my stuff is like still not... This is where vertical phones are like superior. With it, I have my shirt tucked in, and I'll have white tennis shoes on that are kind of a little scrubby looking. I've got a little belt chain, got my belt, smaller belt, and then I've got, these are my necklaces I've got on, and then I'm gonna put on one of my Talon earrings. And then I'm good. Now I just gotta touch up a couple spots that I exfoliated because I noticed there was one like right here as well. So I've got the middle of my forehead and my mouth to redo. Which I'm just gonna do the tiniest drop of skincare on them because I don't want it to accidentally sit different. Just because, you know, I can't. I did it differently than the rest of my face. I'm just gonna blend that in real quick and easy. I accidentally ordered 2 of the cultist shades, so I'm gonna have to figure out one of my IRL friends to take that off my hands. I'm not gonna put the LumiGlow under this spot because it's just kind of on my T-zone. I don't need the luminosity there. Okay. Hey, easy guys. This is actually a fantastic foundation bottle, I will say that. I love it. The dropper mechanic is amazing on it. Looking good, looking spiffy. Yeah, I wish I would have kind of gotten their concealer to try, but again, I don't do much with concealer anyways. I like putting foundation up. It matches, and like going too light with concealer under your eyes really doesn't look that great, especially as you start to get a little bit older. I know I'm only 27, but like, I feel like hooded eyes age it a little bit. Not in a bad way. I love my hooded eyes. But it just does change how things look a bit. Like doing crazy baking on my face doesn't, like I don't like doing the baking stuff a lot of people do. It does look like it's my skin, like. I think it's just the way the light's hitting it that I'm like second guessing if I should have exfoliated a couple extra spots, but okay. And then I'll take this out later. I'll give one quick look. Oh, I could do it now. Probably don't want it to get too curly. That is a thing. I missed my hair appointment this morning, so I slept through my alarms. She was so chill and understanding though. It's like, you can charge me, I promise. It's fine, I fucked up. Alright. And then I'm just saying, fuck it, we do it now. Can you hear my dogs playing upstairs? Okay, and then I like my light shade on the bottom. And my one bang is just separating a little bit from the other because it's just, that means it's like slightly more oily than the hair that it can really, so it can't grab to it right. Got quite the bang action going on. The only bad thing with my videos is like, I'm always wearing like a black or a darker shirt, so the thumbnails end up looking fairly similar. I have decided to come back down because I am a little too shiny on my forehead now that I'm like in front of the brighter light upstairs. Making do with this Morphe M134 brush. And then I'm just using the Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder. I'm just dabbing. I normally have a thicker brush I do this with. I just don't know where it is. Again, I need to clean my desk up, unfortunately. Definitely don't use as thin of a brush as this one is because it's making it a little bit more difficult. Alrighty, I am back. And wear test wise, I feel like the eyelids it wore off and kind of creased, which I think it would have been better if I put an eyeshadow base on it. So I think that would have been nice. My forehead and stuff honestly wore fine. It's more so like this area. Now, to be fair, I think it is because I touched my face. So, like, because I'm a very reactive person. If I'm talking, I use my hands, I'm touching my face. So, I'm going to give this a shot again, I think, tomorrow while I stream. And I'm going to try it again with, and again, it's probably partially my fault, with a setting spray. I have mixed feelings. I mean, I know setting spray is supposed to help, but I also feel like foundation is supposed to kind of just also do its thing. I know that's not how it's technically supposed to work, but just kind of how I also feel. I feel like a foundation needs to set itself. Like, I shouldn't have to use setting spray, especially if it's a serum. But it is again, it's a serum weightless foundation. So I'm going to give it a shot again for stream tomorrow, and I will do another check-in. But so far, in terms of reviewing, I do think the Luminous was really nice. I do think it made it look like my skin. Even though it wore off, I don't think it's the end of the world. Not the happiest with it. I do have very minor creasing, but it's not anywhere near as bad as normal foundation, and I feel like I went in quite a bit, and that was even despite having to redo this area and this area up here. So I will give this another shot tomorrow with setting spray, and then I will check back in. I'll show you what it looks like before stream, and then we'll do a comparison for after, and we'll see how that goes. I actually might put some on before stream, because I do have another meeting tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. But this is currently the wear test. I feel like haven't given it a full shot. I feel like I need to do a little more testing with it. Try a little more trial and error, so I will be back. Also, I do want to mention too, I think you can kind of see it. I exfoliated, man, and it's still kind of grabbing. So again, it's a serum foundation, but I feel like it shouldn't. I mean, I even used the skin prep for it, and I'm still kind of having problems. So I don't like that I have to potentially exfoliate my face. I mean, I guess you're supposed to do it every day before you put makeup on. I'll try to do better tomorrow. We'll see if I can give it another shot. But yeah, not horrible. And my forehead crease wrinkles like really weren't anywhere near as bad either, which that's also a huge plus, because normally I feel like I have wrinkling up here because I'm an expressive person. We'll be back. I'm just gonna test the lipsticks out real quick. I went in with a darker color because it's a pretty dark red. All right, here it is. We are doing shade. Yeah, we're gonna use Ravenous. The other one I have is called Fortune Teller. It's more of like a black. I mean, it's honestly pretty close to my hair color, like that super deep red brown when the light's not hitting my hair. And then this is the color we're gonna use. This one's almost spot on to my hair color, but that's, again, Ravenous. Oh, touched my nose. Doesn't have really a scent to it. And I'll do a glide test on my hand here shortly. feels hydrating. Okay. I probably should do this on my hand that doesn't have tattoos. So, honestly, really good pigment payoff. That's some solid pigment. And I just dragged it pretty hard at the end. So that's more of like closer to the color of what it is. Again, I'm pretty fucking pasty there. I do have a lip liner on that's pretty brown leaning, but I still think that it's pretty close. It's actually really close to that lip liner that I put on from NARS, which I guess if you want to know the shade of that, where the fuck did I put it? I've shaved it so much that it's Spunk something. Spunk something. Unfortunately, it's too small for me to see the actual shade. I would have to find it. I'd have to really dig on Sephora because I've had that for a long time, like years. And then normally they recommend you blotting. So I'm gonna just do that. Not them, but like people that do lipstick makeup regularly. Just to help with. That is like almost a crazy match for my hair. It makes my teeth look so white. Wow. Let me finish the rest of my makeup. I don't have their foundation on today. It's not... I'm going to try it without doing their skin prep, even though it's recommended, or I need to try to let it sit on my skin for even longer. I think the oil needs to sit on my skin for a good, like, 30 to 40 minutes. And then I'll try again. And if it still fails me, I'm just going to try it without their skin prep and just do the voluminous. But I'll be back with a wear test for this, because I'm going to have to do the skin tint again, or try it tomorrow when I have time. I'm trying to stream, so I don't really have time to play around too much. This is one I didn't have to worry too much about the lip. But yeah, we'll see how it wears. I'll let you know if I reapply it or not. This is the finished look for it. Obviously not back from stream. Also, as you can see, I can finally wear contacts again, but I still have some swelling under my eyes here. Which, again, that can take 2 to 3 months to go down from my lower left. But it looks good, and I can wear contacts again. There's just so much stuff I do that I, like, smudge and get my glasses so dirty. So it's nice. It's a little easier to see what I'm doing in the mirror here, too. Also, I tried out their blush. I don't know if it's per se just for their blush, but it's called the Inner Glow. It's a cream pigment, and I have it in, like, a black as well. I think you can put it on your eyes, but I tried it as a blush, and I quite like it. This one was shade... My only complaint is the compacts are kind of a bitch to get open without feeling like you're going to scrape the inside. This is the shade that I used, and yeah, this is Lovesick. I quite like it. It's muted, but like it actually ended up looking really nice on my face. And then this one is Eclipse. Again, my only complaint, this is like a purpley black almost. My only complaint is getting these open is, it's not bad, but I feel like I'm going to scrape on accident into it with my nail, and I hate that feeling. I haven't done it yet, but I feel like it's going to happen. So, not too big of a fan of the packaging, but it's small, it's compact, it's nice. I appreciate it, especially because of travel. A lot of these have been nice. That's the same with their lipstick. It's simple black packaging, but you can tell it's theirs. I just hope this doesn't wear over time, because then it's gonna look like a bunch of other eyeliner products. It's the only thing with this. But yeah, nice and simple, easy to travel with. I like it. I like it so far. I'll be back. All right, lipstick update after 6 hours of streaming. So that includes drinking, having a couple little gummies, which aren't really intensive eating. I just pop them in. And then drinking water. So not too bad. Like, for 6 hours, honestly, and I didn't reapply. Pretty solid. I'm pretty happy. Could be better, but it could be so much worse. Okay, I'm back. It's been a few days. My skin has just been going at it. My face was purging from something. I'm not sure what. I don't know if I'm having a breakout to the Creatures of Light formula or what's going on. So I just wanted to give my skin a break before I try it again. I have a hunch it was something with my brush. So I'm just gonna try this again. I'm giving it one last shot. I have exfoliated my skin. I've put serum on. Like, I have moisturizer that I've put on. And so if it just still grabs, I think I'm going to give up on it. I wanted to give it a fair shot since this brand seems really neat. But yeah, some of their products are good. Other products, again, like I tried this, again, some of them they showed that you could also use it. It's primarily supposed to be for a blush. I used the dark one on my eyelid, and it, like, it's a wetter formula, so it obviously creased. Not the end of the world. Again, I was using it as an eyeshadow. It's not necessarily meant to be, but it could be really fun for goth looks. I like their shadows so far. I do like their lipsticks as well. I'm probably going to wear the other black one today. Also, I hope you like my necklace. Etsy. A little Etsy find. Figured I haven't worn it yet or tried it out, so I would go ahead and do that today. But yeah, we shall see. I'm probably not going to put it on the entirety of my face because I'm going to be quite honest. I'm quite tired of putting on this serum and it just grabbing, and then I have to redo my entire face. It's getting quite annoying. So I'm just gonna try where my acne is like really bad right now, and if it just grabs to it, we're gonna be done. And I will not be trying it again. It's not gonna get the pass. Also, I think I'm gonna do the darker, it might be too dark, but it just is not the same color. We're just gonna do it in here. I think this will darken it a little bit. We're just gonna do it on the lower half of my face. Because, yeah, that other color looks like it matches, and then it doesn't. It's like white. That's the other thing I'm not too happy with. Like, I feel like I followed the swatch guide online, and it looks great in person, and then it's not. So, I guess I'm out of a paper towel, so I can't really help too much there. I'm still gonna put, I think, a little lighter on. I did not use their skin prep. I really feel like that skin prep you have to let sit for almost 40 minutes to an hour. Yeah, it's still grabbing pretty bad. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Yeah, you can see it. I'm just gonna have to say, I love... Again, I know it's a serum foundation. I've got acne-prone skin, but, like, sometimes it would be nice to use products like this because having more options. Again, this is a BB cream. This is amazing. I can't find anything as good as it, but, like, I truly feel like I exfoliated my face. I hydrated it. Like, I don't know what more I could have really done with this. And again, maybe there's some user error, but I really feel like if you have acne and you don't have if you don't have oily skin and you don't have a clear face, I don't see this working. I don't see this working. Great concept. Doesn't mean that there's not a market for it, but in terms of acne-prone girls and stuff like me, I would not recommend the foundation. We're gonna go through an overview real quick. 1 second. I need to wash my hands and my face. I'm gonna go through the products I have that I currently approve of and recommend and don't recommend here. So, first of all, let's go through the Ritual Delight Creature of Light formula. These guys, I do think they're great. I don't think they're quite as illuminating as they show in the ad, but I do think if you're looking for an option that is not the L'Oreal Lumi, say you're skin reactive to it or for whatever reason, or you just need something that's shimmery underneath, I think this is awesome. I think you can use it on your body. I just don't think it's, again, I don't think it's as shimmery as they put in the ads. I still think they're awesome. They're really good products, but I do think it's a little misleading in that regard, but that's kind of what happens when you put a hard light on anything. So I do recommend anytime someone's using a hard light in product, just to kind of keep that in mind for anything that is shimmery. Regarding the formulas for these little guys, they're eyeshadow dips. These are awesome. I love this. I've actually been wearing this almost every single day. The formula is great on it. I love how it looks. I can pack it on more if I want to. Highly recommend little eyeshadow pots. I also really recommend even though the Inner Glow cream pigments. While I don't like the containers that they're in, and I still feel like I'm going to at some point get my nail scooping underneath it, I do like it. My kind of complaint with these as well, with the casings that they're in, is that everything else products-wise feels innovative and nice. But when it comes to these, I feel like the packaging was a second thought. All their other packaging, I feel like it's innovative or forward-thinking first. I feel like these are kind of slacking. I would love to see them change the packaging for this product so you don't feel like you're going to hit your nail into it every single time. Is it easy to travel with? 100%. I just think if it opened slightly differently and wasn't, I think if it opened slightly differently, or if there was just more, if this was thicker here, so when I open it, I don't feel like I'm going to hit my nail with it. But it's great. I really like these, as I like those as well. I like their lipsticks. Their lipsticks are great. The one I put on today was actually more red than I thought it was going to be, so, I should have swatched it first. I think they wear quite well for the type of lipsticks that they are. I also think that the Thorn Oil is nice. However, if you're going to purchase this, I would recommend putting this on, like, first thing in the morning with your skincare. I don't think that this really works as skin prep per se, and the reason I'm saying that is I know this is marketed as kind of like their skin prep product here, and I think it's really cool. I like it, but it's an oil. It takes a lot longer to dry. When I'm thinking skin prep, I'm thinking something that's going to dry within like 30 minutes. I know I went a little bit heavier on this, but even though I use this and my skin in some spots is slightly drier and acne prone, if you have even the tiniest bit of this still on your face, especially if you're going to use it in combination with their Serum foundation, which maybe they had other foundation that I missed and I didn't need to try the Serum. Regardless, point kind of being, it's not going to mix right because that's a water-based and this is oil. So if you put it on your face, it's not going to work, right? And I do feel like this is going to be a case with a lot of other makeup. So you need to be careful. Even if it's silicone, you're going to probably have mixing problems again because this is oil. I like that this doesn't smell bad compared to a lot of other oils, such as castor oil or their other seed oils. So again, I do like it. I just think it lasts a little longer. I am noticing, I just stuck it back on, but this seems to be coming off really easily. So I kind of wish it was printed on there instead of just a sticker. Now, as we kind of had discussed it, going to the 3-drop weightless serum foundation, I do have some things I want to compliment on this. One thing I'm not happy with is like the skin match on the bottle and on the website looked like it was going to match. The minute it comes out of the bottle, this color, that's not what the color it is. It's way too light. Like, again, it looks like it's going to match almost spot on my neck. When I put it on, it's like white. So I'm not happy with that. I will say the bottle is awesome. I wish more brands didn't just do a pump. I think this is super innovative. I think it's so smart. I love the design. Like you just, and then you get your drops from there. I just don't think this is going to work on most skin types. If you've got acne, I don't see that working very well. If you have slightly dry skin, it grabs. It doesn't matter if you exfoliate, it's going to re-grab to that spot. I exfoliated the living shit out of my face, and I've really tried to give that serum foundation a shot. So Again, that wasn't marketed to me. I just saw it. I thought it seemed really cool on the website, but I don't see that. I don't recommend, I recommend being very careful with that. I feel like if you've got clear skin and your skin leans oily, that's going to work for you. But if you have any other skin type, I don't see that really working too well. So yeah, just some things to be wary of. I think it's a cool brand. I hope that they come out with other products. They seem like a really cool company. I love their witchy theme to it. But yeah, just, you know, that is that. So that is my review of Ritual de Fille. Ritual de Fille. I know I'm probably butchering it, but cool product, really nice concept. I hope that they do well. You know, maybe they'll change some things around. I need to go check and see if they have other foundations to potentially try, but as it stands, I have acne, and I can't find anything that beats this BB cream. If you don't know, BB cream has skincare in it. It's insane. It's this Misha. I can't find anything that tops this. It's like, I have acne, dude. It covers up my acne so well. Like, obviously it's not perfect, but it's significantly better than what that was doing. And it color matches, and the finish is great on it. Like, I don't think I'm gonna ever find anything skincare wise for foundation that's gonna beat this. I just wish they had a more inclusive range. So maybe one day I'll find a brand that trumps that, but as of today, Ritual de Fille does not beat that one. So anyways, thanks for watching. I know this took a while to get out. I did not expect this to take multiple days, but I just didn't want to bully that foundation if I was potentially using it wrong. But I've tried, man. I've tried. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good rest of your day. Goodbye.